Hello and welcome to What's the Buzz, and today's topic is pump groups. Right, actuators, we're going to have a quick talk about the different types. This is the older version, and now they've come out with these ones, which is from B.E.E, called B.E.E.
B.E.E.'s correct, yeah.
B.E.E. I'm not really going to talk about this one as of yet. This is for a separate video. We're going to talk about these two. Yeah. So this is the older version one.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah.
Okay, this is from B.E.E. This is the original generic actuator that was sold. It's also branded under different names. This is 230 volt. It has a 140 second travel time from fully closed to fully open. Mm-hmm. It has a manual to automatic switch with a screwdriver here. So when it's in automatic mode, you cannot move the dial. And it's in, if you press and turn, put it into manual, you can then turn it.
Okay. And then this one is sort of similar. It doesn't have a screw dial in a sense.
This is the upgraded version. So this is the clutch button. So this is the release is exactly the same as this one. So you press it in, you can then move the dial accordingly from minimum to maximum. Put it back into auto mode and you can't move.
Nice.
Okay. On the original one, it's 3-wire. We have blue, brown and white. What is important is to know which direction of travel each phase wire will take it. So this is the standard configuration. We're going to go from 0 clockwise to maximum fully open. Anti-clockwise back to 0. So if we actually test this, so we're going to wire this in temporary. We're going to put a live feed to the brown wire, and we're going to make the white wire safe, just because we're not using that at the moment. So it's a motor open, motor closed motor. So we have to, basically this is going to energize through the brown wire. We're going to see which direction this travels in automatic mode. So I turn that on. Very slow, but you should see the dial moving. Which way is it travelling?
Clockwise.
You sure?
Anti-clockwise.
There we go.
Cut that out.
So this is going. This is basically closing down to 0. So that's anti-clockwise. This way. Yeah. We just prove that point. I'll turn it off. Take the brown wire out.
So the brown wire is closing.
Brown wire's closing that valve. Yeah. So we're going to energize the white wire. We're going to make the brown wire safe. Okay. So now we've got a live feed to the white wire. Automatic mode. Turn it on. This should now motor the opposite direction.
Yeah, there we go. Bit slow, but
it's slow for a reason. It needs to be very gradually opening and closing to adjust the actual mixer behind it. And this is 140 second travel. So white is currently moving the actuator clockwise.
You would say open. So white's open in a sense.
White's
closed.
Yeah, technically this is correct, but you can actually, there is an instance where you can reverse it, and if your pump group is back to front, then you might need to motor close with the white and motor open with the brown. That's going to complicate things at the moment. At the standard configuration, brown is closed, white is open. Yeah. Turn that one off. We go to the upgraded version, which is this one. So this basically replaced the original one. Exactly the same function. This head comes off, so this needs to be calibrated to the scale. So fully open is there, a little indicator. And if we put it into manual mode, we've got full travel to the minimum. Okay.
What would be the neutral position?
Neutral position, what is important about an actuator, it doesn't ever really know where it is.
Okay.
It's just got the job of an actuator is to
open and close.
Correct. Yeah. So again, this one now has a 1/22nd travel, I believe.
120. Yeah.
120. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we test this one, we put this in the middle, put it into auto, and we'll wire this one up. Just make sure that's off. So now we've got different colours. We've got brown, black, and blue. So blue is still the neutral. I'll wire that to neutral. If we wire the brown into brown first of all, just to...
So again, we're just testing these to see which way, which wire does which.
Yeah, I'll make brown safe. That's still a phase wire, so we'll make it safe. So all we're doing at the moment is we're going to energise the brown.
Yeah.
To see which direction this actuator travels.
Okay.
Turn it on.
There we go, straight on. It's also got a dial as well.
It's got a light, yep. Show you the direction of travel. So that is now opening the valve. It's travelling clockwise.
Yeah.
So interestingly, brown is now the opposite of what
different to that
this one was.
Yeah.
So brown was on this one was anti-clockwise. Brown on the new one is clockwise.
They don't actually tell you that, do they? In the,
they don't. No. Okay, let's just try the other wire just to prove it. So we're going to motor it back the other way. I'll swap the brown and the black. So black into there. Make the brown wire safe. So we're now energizing the black wire. This is still in auto, so technically this should now go the other direction. Turn it on. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just an understanding for people that have got this one that may be switching over or want to get the newer model, just how to...
Yep. This is a direct replacement for this one,
yeah.
But to understand that the brown wire on this one is travelling the opposite direction to this one.
Yeah.
Yep. A couple more little points is put it back into hand operation. This head comes off to mount the actuator onto the mixer. There's a bolt that goes through it. You need to make sure when this dial is refitted, you've got minimum to maximum travel. I believe you can put it on. So there, it's back on again, but we've got minimum travel around there. That's obviously in the wrong position. Yeah. So this is minimum, but take it off, put it back into the right position. Make sure it's pointing at the...
Okay.
And then back again. Leave it in the middle, put it into auto. That's it.
There we go. Yeah. That's really good. And then this one will probably...
This is the what they call the MWR3. This is a completely upgraded, completely different ball game. This has got an integrated screen. This is for a different purpose. We'll talk about it on a different video. That's a whole different ball game.
Lovely. Yeah. We've got loads in stock. We can get them fairly quickly, even if we do run out of stock. So we'll put the details down below. If you do need any, just drop us a message. Need any advice, technical support, just let us know. Okay, so this is the mixed pump group from B.E.E.
Yep.
And we're mainly going to be talking about the mixer valve at the bottom here.
If we take this off, we can see the insides of it.
Lovely. So this is the mixing valve. We're going to talk about how to calibrate it as well, I presume, with the actuator.
Yep. Main topic of conversation is how the mixer actually works on this pump group.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people getting it wrong when they're installing it. So I just want to go through the finer points of how it actually works. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I think the best thing if I can actually take it off, so we can have a up close look at the mixer itself. We'll talk about the rest of the pump group on another video, but for this one, we are going to focus mainly on this mixer. Okay. So this is the main inlet. This is the flow into the mixer. This is the main flow which will go to the pump and then into that circuit. This is the actual return connection. Okay. The actuator, which we talk about in a different video, is mounted on the front of this. This will then adjust the position of the mixer itself, the mixer valve, to the correct position.
Okay.
What's important to know about this, if you look at the red scale, hopefully you can see that, there's a very slight scale on that. Yep. So minimum position is when this indicator is at pointing straight down. Okay. This means this is actually closed.
Right.
So minimum flow means maximum return. So it's doing this. It's recirculating its own water on that circuit when this is closed. Okay. We go to the maximum position. So this is now pointing to 9 o'clock. This is fully open. Yeah. And this is now fully closed.
So it's just going
straight through back into the circuit, and it's coming straight back into the distribution manifold, not back into the circuit, because we're trying to get as maximum temperature into the system. Okay. If you actually point it at 12 o'clock, this is considered to be service position. So this is now closed on this connection.
What's that service position?
So if you want to actually get into the valve or change the pump, for example. So this is now isolating this port. This is open. The return is open to flow here.
Right. Okay.
Okay. This is bypass. We'll talk about that in a second. So bypass setting, and this lug here. These are quite fragile. This is actually to stop when you mount the actuator, stop the head from spinning.
Right. Okay. It almost fixes it.
On the back, that's what these little lugs are for. So when that actually sits on there, that pin will sit into there. Stop the head from spinning, and it'll actually spin the valve. Okay. So, if we go back to, that's in the maximum position, maximum open. So we're fully open this way.
Fully open, yeah.
One little thing to talk about is the bypass setting. If you can see here, we have, this is currently bypass closed position.
Right.
Okay. If you spin this 90 degrees, so it's in line with the plastic there and there, this is bypass fully open. Okay. The reason it's got a bypass is if you've got a low temperature system, typically a underfloor heating system, connected to a high temperature heat source, i.e. a gas boiler, for example, which could produce much higher temp, you're better off leaving this in the open position because it's a low temperature. You don't need to put such high temperature into it. So you're trying to recirculate as much water as you can in that circuit. And obviously you can adjust this to suit anywhere between maximum closed to maximum open.
Okay.
Yeah. Simple.
Very smart bit of kit. It's well thought of in a sense.
Okay. That's the mixer.
Yeah. Really good. We keep loads of these in stock.
This comes as part of the pump group, so you don't buy it separately.
Okay.
You buy it as a mixed pump group. They do come in different sizes. This is the DN25, which is 1-inch connections at the top on here.
Okay.
You can also get DN32 in stock.
Yeah. Brilliant. There we go. So this one is calibrating the actuator to the mixer.
Yep.
So.
Okay. So when you buy this as standard, you have the adapter plug here. You'll notice that it has a pointer on it.
Okay.
This is pointing to the direction of the shoe inside the valve. If you take this off, you have the flat here. So this flat is pointing at 9 o'clock on this particular valve at the moment, meaning this port is closed. If I turn the flat to the bottom,
that's closed.
This is now closed at the bottom. Yeah, okay. So what we need to do is we need to fit our actuator correctly to the mixer valve. This adapter doesn't fit this valve, so it comes with a replacement adapter. This one, if you can see in there, there's a little flat inside of it.
Yeah.
So that flat itself, the light is not great, but I can So it's that way. That needs to sit onto the valve. Okay. So again, we'll just take it off. We're looking at 6 o'clock, pointing straight down. And yeah,
it does almost flush fit. You can see it sort of chamfers down on the adapter as well.
So you've now moved it.
Yeah, so now you've got to take it off.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And then that, to be honest, it
can be a little bit.
Yeah, you can almost hold it, turn it.
So I've got this in the minimum position. Okay. This is in hand mode, so the clutch switch is in minimum. This is pointing at 6 o'clock. I'm now going to make sure I've got my pin there, which is going to locate into these, stop the head from moving. Mount it onto it. I can't twist the head, but the way to check now is to turn to maximum. Okay. Take the head back off again and just check where is that valve. It should be at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Which it was. Again, just repeat that. Back on again. Put the head on. Turn it to minimum. Take this off. This should now be pointing at 6 o'clock, which it is. So this is minimum. This is the indication scale here, look. So minimum. Okay. So once we're happy that it's calibrated properly.
It can be a bit of a ball ache to get it on, I suppose, can't it? And you can't really see it.
There we go. Right, this now pops off, and you get a bolt. It goes in, and that gets screwed down into the.
It just fixes it to the valve, I suppose.
Exactly. I don't want to fix it at the moment, but that's then bolted in. That gets put back on again. Minimum, maximum. Put it back into water.
Brilliant. There we go. Easy as that.
That's it.
Lovely.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and please drop us a comment down below if there's a topic or video you would like us to cover.